Hey guys, welcome to the channel. You guys are here for the Daiwa Legalis. Now before I get into this reel and talk about why I'm so excited about it, I want to give you guys a backstory. Now I've been filming fishing videos for 3 years, and if you scroll down to the bottom of my page, you'll find that some of my first reels that I was using in my videos were the previous generation of Daiwa Legalis. Now, I have had zero issues with these reels. I've actually worn 2 out, and these are the 2 that I bought after I wore those out. They've been just as smooth from day one to where they are now, and I still fish them regularly on my lightweight surf rods. Now with that being said, I've had such good luck with these, I was interested in buying the new version. Now I do want to talk about some of the pros, and number one is going to be lightweight. This thing weighs nothing. And I think Daiwa designed this for the angler that wants to cast all day long and not have that arm fatigue. And as far as compactness goes, this is the 2500 and it'll fit in the palm of my hand. Not only is it small, but it packs a punch with 22 pounds of drag. Now I've always set up my reels with a maximum of 20-pound braid. I'm usually fishing inshore and I do have light surf rods set up now, but most of the fishing with this reel is going to be working grass lines, jigging 10 to 15 foot ledges, working rock structure. I'm never going to be throwing swim baits or casting at menhaden schools out in the open ocean. That would be more of the con side of things, that this is more designed for what I would consider an inshore reel. A positive is my former reel generation, they're just as smooth as the day I bought them. And you can tell that they designed these reels to withstand the elements. Now I am very cautious about how I treat my reels, so I'm very careful with them when I have them in the boat. I'm not laying them down on the ground. I'm not laying them down on the floor of the boat. I'm putting them in rod holders and washing them down after every use. And my experience is that if I've taken care of the reel, then they take care of me. Now it does have a seal up in the top of the drag system that is going to help keep that water intrusion. But if you're looking for a reel that's going to be fully sealed, this is probably not going to be the reel for you. Yeah, I moved them to my surf rods because I've kind of upgraded over time, more abuse as far as out in the open ocean. I do have a tendency to feel that sand and corrosion is going to be a lot more detrimental to my reels over the course of the next year or two. And the former generations, yeah, they still work great, but they do have a lot of flex in the connection points. So when I'm like reeling my rod in the rod holder, I do feel a lot of flex, which a lot of folks don't like. It doesn't bother me for surf reels. If you're looking for something a little more robust, I probably would avoid this line. But then again, for 75 bucks, if it lasts you a year, 2 years, for example, mine have lasted me 3, it's worth it to take the risk. Just make sure that you're trying to care for your reel as best as possible. Now I have touched on what some would consider a con, which is going to be how it holds up in the open ocean conditions. It's not going to have a lot of line capacity, so if your plan is to take a 3000 and cast it tarpon, busting on mullet schools in Florida, I don't think this is going to be real for you. If your plan is to fish inshore fishery for redfish, trout, flounder, sheep's head, then no brainer, this is the reel for you. Another con, which is going to be based on user experiences, gear ratios. This reel is not designed to be a grouper reel out in the open ocean. This one specifically, the 2500XH, it has a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, so I'm getting a lot more line pickup on every retrieve, as opposed to even larger reels such as the 3 and 4000. They're gonna have a shorter line retrieve than this one, but my logic is I like to have somewhat of an all-purpose reel for chasing false albacore or Spanish mackerel or other pelagics that like that fast retrieve. That's really important to me. Now, say you jump up to a different reel, say the Shimano Vanford, which is one of my favorite reels that I have in my arsenal. It's gonna have line retrieval in the 40s. And that does make a difference, but at the same time, I don't plan on having this reel out in the open ocean. This is gonna be more suited for the inshore angler. Flounder, redfish, speckled trout. If you wanna have a freshwater reel, this will work great for you. Sheep's head. I use them for surf rods, for sea mullet and pompano. Looking under that 10 to 15 pound range, size fish, this is gonna be a perfect reel for you, but anything else, I don't think it's gonna be a good fit. Now, when I started the video, it did seem like it was gonna be a biased review based on experience with the former reel, and I'll admit it is biased. I had such good luck with the former generations that I'm willing to take the risk and try the new one. Is that fair to this specific model and your opinion on whether or not you should buy it? No, but my plan is to fish it hard, get a few fish under my belt, and swing back around in a few weeks and give you guys my experience based on my initial reactions. Do I think I'm going to regret spending 75 bucks on this reel? I don't think I am. I love my old ones. I'm gonna love this one. But at the same time, I wanna be fair to you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Check out some of my other fishing videos, and I'll be back in a few.